Hello, back again. So yes, breaking news, just been confirmed that Michael Beale has been confirmed as the Sunderland manager. Like I said in my previous video, not my choice, after all the names that had been linked previously. I think it's a shocking appointment, but the club has made the decision. We have to get on with it. So I just thought I'd jump on it and do a, who is Michael Beale video, what can we expect and where's it going to take us moving forward. So Michael Beale was born on the 4th of September 1980 in Bromley in London. He's 43-year-old. Didn't have much of a playing career. Started off at Charlton and then he went to FC 20 when Charlton released him. He wasn't going to make it as a pro, so he ended his playing career at the age of 21. In 2002, he was offered a part-time coaching role as assistant coach for Chelsea's under-7s and under-9s. He then moved in 2003 to Liverpool coaching the under-15s, and it was later on in that spell where he worked with Steven Gerrard. When Steven Gerrard finished his career, Gerrard was coaching the under-18s at the time, and that's where he first linked up with him. In 2017, he then moved for a spell in Brazil, in Sao Paulo, where he was assistant manager to a guy called Roger Ceni, but they were sacked after 6 months in charge after a run of poor results. He then moved back to Liverpool for a short spell in the coaching academy. When Steven Gerrard was appointed manager at Rangers, he then contacted Michael Beale to see if he wanted to become first team coach. To them what he did. So he was there from 2018 to 2021. In that time, Rangers did win the first league title for a number of years with Gerrard as manager. Gary McAllister was assistant manager and Michael Beale was first team coach. So them three kind of delivered the first league title for a while to Rangers. In 2021, Steven Gerrard then went to Aston Villa, if you remember, and McAllister and Beale went there as well to form part of his backroom staff. In 2022, Beale was then appointed QPR manager. Got off to a great start. I think he won for the first 5 games, but then went on a bit of a bad spell. So he's got a kind of a record of a bit streaky, a bit like Lee Johnson had. In 2022, when QPR were top of the championship, he was actually approached by Wolves at the time. Now, this is what kind of stuck in the QPR fans' throat. So he turned down the approach from Wolves in October 2022. Now, he had this to say. So upon turning down the opportunity to become a manager at Wolves, Beale spoke about integrity and loyalty in an interview for the QPR website. He said, "Integrity is a real big thing for me, and loyalty. You don't give it to receive it back, but if those are the things you live by, then at times when you are put in a position, you have to be strong by them." So bear in mind that was in October 2022 when he spoke about loyalty and integrity. A month later, November 22, he went to Rangers as their manager, and that really stuck in the QPR fans' throat, and they weren't happy to even this day where they still have banners about him questioning his loyalty and integrity. But like I say, he went there, he was appointed Rangers manager, won the first 4 games, got off to a great start, similar to what he did with QPR, but they finished that season without a trophy. Lost twice, I think, to Celtic in big games. So like I said, they finished there with no trophy. In October 2023, he was sacked after losing the 3 in the first 7 games. And that was his spell over at Rangers. Only lasted 10 months. I think he finished something like 7 points behind Celtic in the league the year before. So, not really a great record, if I'm honest. His overall managerial record, you can see. So when he was at QPR, he played 22, won 9, drew 5, lost 8, scored 27, conceded 25, had a goal difference of +2 and a win percentage of 40.91%. At Rangers, say between November 2022 and October 2023, he played 43, won 31, drew 4, lost 8, scored 92, conceded 44, a goal difference of +48, and a win percentage of 72.09. That might look impressive, You know, that win percentage rate at Rangers looks impressive, 72%. But to be fair, you know, my Dalmatian downstairs could have a win percentage of 72% managing Rangers. That's how it is. There's a 2-team league, so actually that should have been a bit better in my eyes. You know, only lost 8 in 43 games, but he lost the big games. That's the point. Overall, he's got a record of, he's only had 65 games in management. He's won 40, drew 9, lost 16, scored 119, conceded 69, a goal difference of plus 50, a win percentage of overall of 61.54%. So yes, looks good in paper, but he's very inexperienced. Reports that I've heard is that he's a good coach, but not a good manager. Now, the good thing, I suppose, for us is that he's going to be appointed head coach. He's not going to be the manager, so he's not going to have any dealings with signings and what have you. That'll still be left to Speakman and co. So is it a good thing that he's going to be left to get on with the coaching of the players, which apparently is what he's good at? His managerial style, so he done a bit of research on his style. So he describes his playing style as high energy and attacking football that is also exciting to play in and exciting to watch. But he also believes that this philosophy can easily relate to the players that he works with. So he's got a kind of a high energy attacking football, which the players find it easy to understand. He uses the idea of the core, which involves a back four and midfielders in front. These are the positions that are inflexible. However, in front are 3 forwards that are completely flexible and interchangeable with each other. So you can see on the screen, this is graphics of kind of what his formations are. So you can see there's a 4-2-3-1 there, where he says that the back 4 and the midfield are inflexible, they're rigid, but the forward players are the ones that he likes to interchange, whether it be a 4-2-3-1, a 4-1-4-1, a 4-3-2-1 and a 4-3-3. So he's got all these different formations that he uses, but basically it's a strict 4 at the back, 4 in midfield, or 3 midfield and 3 forwards. That's how he likes to work. Now, I have heard some reports that when he went to Rangers, the first thing he did was get rid of the wingers. Now, if he was to do that with us, would be fucked, because that's where our main source of player comes from. So, but that's just kind of what we can expect these kind of formations to be. If it's the front 3 being interchangeable, might not be a bad thing, and it might also get the forwards to be scoring goals. We'll have to wait and see. Steven Gerrard did say about him, it would take me 15 to 20 years to become as good as Michael Beale as an on-pitch coach, delivering sessions on a daily basis, so I let Mick be Mick Beale because he's the expert. So again, that just points to him being great on the training pitch, a great coach, but not so much a manager. Now, when I first put the video up on the channel, I had quite a few comments from the Rangers fans. So these are just a few of them, you know, what I had comments on the last video. So Graham said, Rangers fan here, you do not want Michael Beale as your next manager. He was a god bloody awful for us. He hasn't a clue when it comes to tactics, making substitutions, improving players, etc. But by God, does he talk a good game. He'll charm the pants off the board to get his next appointment. I hope you dodge the bullet. Good luck, Black Cats. Not good reading. The next one, David Andrews. Hey lads, I hope Beale plays a tune for you guys, but as a Rangers supporter, this guy is a fraud. There's an argument that he is a good tactical coach on the training pitch, but as far as a proper manager, he showed absolutely nothing and lost the belief of the dressing room because of it. He was too busy asking Todd Cantwell out for coffee and trying to be mates with the players, as opposed to actually being a manager and demanding standards. The next one says, mate, we're still dealing with Beale's disastrous reign at Rangers. He has a horrible tactician and signed a bunch of expensive duds that the fans knew were duds even before they were signed. He's a good trainer. That's it. If I'm not even seeing a good coach. Sunderland need to swerve this guy and wait for a better option. He is terrible. I'm really glad he's not in the charge at our club anymore. You know, so these are not really good reading if you're a Sunderland fan. And the last one says, Rangers fan here, you do not want Mick Beale, biggest joke ever, does not do tactics, subs, nothing, he not good with players, fell out where all hours spent, bomb our budget on players that would not get in a local pub team, but he does his subs of 60 minutes, just stands on the touchline, does FR like a mouse. The only good thing is that he can talk a load of pish. So if you're reading them, you know, this is kind of the impression of why it's been all over social media. You know, the backlash that the board have kindly have had by saying they're going to appoint Michael Beale. These are the things where people's basing the, you know, the reaction on. Like I said, for me, he's not the coach for me. He's unproven. Yes, he's 43 and he's one of these young improving coaches, so they say. But the options that we had, surely there's a better option out there. Now I know we've got to give him the benefit of the doubt. We've got to give him the chance to prove himself. But let's just hope that he's learned from his mistakes at Rangers. But I'm worried. I really am worried for the future. If he gets off to a bad start, then, you know, it could turn toxic quite quickly. Hopefully, you know, he uses the experience of Dodds and Proctor from the area. There was talks of, you know, Will Still, apparently the stumbling block was that he wanted to bring his backroom staff, and Speakman and co said no, that whoever comes in will be using the existing staff that's at the club. Now, to me, that's wrong. If a manager wants to come in, or a head coach, he has to bring his own staff with him. But again, this is if a manager was coming in, it's a head coach that we're bringing in, not a manager. So, kind of similar to Mowbray. Yes, you brought Mark Venus, but the coaching staff kind of remained the same. But like I said, he's not my choice, but the club's decided to take him. We've got to make the best of it. We've got to get behind him. Let's see where it takes us. Like I said, I'm not convinced, but I will admit I'm wrong if it does work out and he does, you know, prove to be a success and gets us out of this league, or even in the playoffs at best. But good luck, Michael Beale. If you get off to a bad start, you're going to need it, because, like I say, the fans, from what I can see on social media, are already not happy, and it'll only take the first 2 or 3 games to lose and they'll be on your back straight away. But let's just see how it pans out. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below about Michael Beale being appointed manager of Sunderland. I'm guessing there's going to be quite a bit of negativity, but we'll see. We'll wait and see. It's looking like he's going to be in charge for the Coventry game on Saturday. Will he have much time to kind of prepare the team? He'll have a full week probably. But we'll have to see how it turns out. Can he get the strikers scoring? What, at least, you know, based on what you've seen of them formations, what you're thinking? Are you willing to give him a go? And we'll take it from there. But like I say, Michael Beale, new Sunderland manager. Let us know what you think. Please like, share and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. Until the next one, thanks for watching. Take it easy, stay safe, and we'll speak soon. Ta-ra.